This isn't just a cult. This is a cabal. This is an assemblage. This is hurly-burly. This is disquiet. This is poetry. This is fiction. This is reality. This is bedlam. This is the long lightning. This is Erik Blagsvedt. This is beginningless, never-ending crystal bobbers in reality. Pure as illuminated birds of pristine focus. Spontaneous attributes. Mundane, spacious revelation. Free, exalted nothing. Liberation, dynamic, unstructured anything, all good. Total, one pure, complete, simple sky bird is space, inflated Garuda, concentration, nothing outer, inside flight path, itself, simply boundless, pristine, free space. Present now, Ninth Yoga, exalted, vast, crystal, complete fringe, centerless, anything spontaneous, illuminated, unending, white, sweet, still throb. Reverb, funk, crystal, crunch, negligee. How could we? There wasn't a dime left. Chimes, chanting marble luck, in holy doubt, lift, flying flounder, from Ford Taurus, zipper, printing, up, fly, over, drone, tonal wedding, encroachment, flavors of sarsaparilla, dong, doing, chang, toasty, Oldsmobile, rattlesnake, cream, rattlesnake tooth, for punk shoe, armadillo, goatee, barn wiggle, flat bun, tugged toward an orange ginger whisper, spider fast moving, mouth, moth, woman, snow, dish, rhyming without reference, canoe, wang, dang, bang, the pencil drawer knot, hot chocolate, guitar, gravy, hair, cake, headmaster, sweet commander, bandito, murder, number, our au revoir, our willingness to be a handy face of utter chartreuse. Long, long day at the phone service junkass. Foreign lands and train graveyards, we all get there. The wild imaginings die away or lead to momentous somethings that also dissipate. A perfect yard could belong to anyone. Shells of a shotgun can be used 25,000 different ways. Basically, gourds of fall have come and gone as numerous as the tides and ocean moons. And the leather of your favorite cow is a retail commodity as long as you slice it right. Drink the sun under the feel, the moon breeze, bite in equinox. Drink the moon under and feel the sun's trumpet blare all the scales at once. There are many, more than types of girls. Give them up and be what you are. Give in and be what you are. It makes no different cup of coffee than the rest of us.
9-year-old landlords with Disneyland adrenaline. 9-year-old landlords with Disneyland adrenaline. Adore skilled nannies, cause they're really just kids in the end. Landslides of dandelions and one line of deadlines. Butterflies with bayonets, landlords throwing hissy fits. Landslides of dandelions and one line of deadlines. Butterflies with bayonets, landlords throwing hissy fits. The non-ideal ankles dry of an old skinny dealer, a skinny old leader, sinned alone darkly. Landslides of dandelions and one line of deadlines. Butterflies with bayonets, landlords throwing hissy fits. Landslides of dandelions and one line of deadlines. Butterflies with bayonets, landlords throwing hissy fits. An insanely naked lord is lonely and rank. Oh, dear skilled nanny, who is this nakedly insane lord?
Shining dogs in boat sun, watch lantern dust, lightly pused tuned clarinet, a muffler mint for jogging. Dave's blueprint of Neptune gum, chew, pumped, and pumped to America, is the heart of America and American desert. The toughest job questions answered for Job God. Nightingales of New Hope Crystal, Nightingale of Neptune, and through Nightingale leveraging and bolstering within basic male bitch venom guide, there are suggested soliloquies and unfavorable Sherpa stances. A gentle fade. 4 hours of dental recovery. Bearded white artist fang. I saw the way you teach art at the other Yobo, and I threw up. Pinky, ropey, vicious, jets of puke in the supine sunshine. When working on things, she worked on them. When not working on them, she ignored them, doing other things. This was the way in which the patterns poured the path before her. Shut off service phone and cancellation customers, don the custom, or the costume, and dance for ransom. Guilty. He placed the sack of dusty lemons on the shelf. No one knew that Iceland's gender was equality. Having your health run down a hill is something no one wants, unless there's a stream down there. An emerald at the center of the moon meowed after spending a day with the cat. It couldn't have been more happening, although Blind Jack and the whale baiters might disagree after their sesquicentennial hit, Washcloth Queen. So many were hurt. So many had stumbled. A fried fish was served at the gamblers' bowling convention, but no one knew where there could be tartar sauce, and an angry drunk clown became orange with rage, smiling through the yellow teeth of insincerity, and proclaimed vague threats to all from a great distance so as not to alarm the piebald fisherwoman. I think that's it. Thinking is the ambrosia of the 10-ton empire. Metric. We, the needles, in a sack of pepper championship, the helmet wealth, control, holographic cockroach blueprint, moving robot giggle fire, and quivering box of light reveal eyes of the supplicant in all of retrieval postponed. Beverage-headed, some somnambulist, the egg plastics anew with shreds found art liberations, truck, scanning the pie holes of holy dose ships ablaze. Shrapnel person or robot view the catastrophe life that is a sad hand to hold to your click heart as a directive big shake dome filled with balls of blue rock, solid shimmer, dust storm, uptune your arm gun. And as stung bulbs are stringed, your home can get lips from fish few as it spins, spit, egg, beater, dial, bubble, rap, pop, super porn star, light bulb for first ones, a VHS I've never seen, rubber hose against the side head just below mutton chop hubcap, hat to tune the destruction. It never heads, it never blends, it never ends but emblems. The glowing green symbol within sight, never far from lightning, rain, and dirt, Diablo, explosive, long journey, candy, crushed. You're a realized beauty of nature from a bridge. Don't get crunched. Play Pong. Forgetting ping. Watch for Confucianism. It's at its worst when it's at its best. And that's not what I told you. That's what happened when you already knew it was the case at hand. Of course. You need your eyes for art ears, for notes skin hugged sunbeam. Here's the moon sonata, Sistenas in lime groves. Climbing broken steps toward success, small person failed, better, only when the storm reached its zenith, the chicken cooked his heart ready for stuff. Old bones lie as still as the new ones. It's just the ideas that are different. And when someone gets at your piece of everything with their horny pitchfork and their bureaucratic dog whistle, it's time to give up on them and let the river take you down to the big one. Singing zombie teen architects Mother's Day in combat imagination pretends an ice cream cone. Therefore, hell step, sprinkle butterscotch umbrella nectar, singing songs in a large group, the presidents of Yellow Knight awaken golf strategy, the cat bait at temple night garbage. There, in the blobbers and the goggles, eye blackened brisket tickler, peering into the pulsating vernacular plume, I for else, revealing chicken boss of science, her science, his science, and the scientist science of loco, polo, dip, dress, smush, phone, checker, x-ray, gravy puncher, ruby red refrigerator, French roast, biolaser. Father knows less fat than Goldfather chain of the other father who holds the chicken truth. The quickening brute, the sickening roof, nutshell, avo, guac, margarita, booty boom. The kids are backlit. They give me greeps. They give me their hair club high five. Nailed it in shimmering. The ponies are under work, out construction. Unicorn or unicrone. Exotica accent as normal talk hair wig near a purple face sit-up girl in crappy dot lady bread dress. Remaining just ahead of the story, I wrote a wristwatch for Hollywood, a Wolverine for hammer hockey, a Wurlitzer for hilarity, sex bear. Take my dry cleaning with you. I'm no savior. Just a poem donkey with no publishing powder. Cerebral holiday barbecue babies, dipped in potato salad poems, deftly hung salaries from themselves, a bold new queen of dairy. Should the time come, a vast vodka, a simple vodka, a multilingual vodka, a vodka for the asses. hot sauce barcode, gallery, authentic sizzle of Steve Skidoo, a preambulatory evocation, Antonum Cupcake Formula Liberation Product. The jury of the licentious, the law, are waves in flipped air corn, a wall of terminable termites, hinged and sunk, teething torture, hub and rim, a shadow of aura, a shim of ash plant, a Daedalus drunk, shadow shim and shore went him of her through. We speak a bread tongue in line with release. Bulb a clouds charged, a snippy flesh taut. Ventricles avast, a lonely air spool spun, lunged and liquor dabble, tuned to harpsichord lambs. Oh, divine spider, naked laugh, piled higher and higher, what do they know? Is it the emergency? Slay the undercarriage, a polygluttonous politics primates parading through our pear trees. If yours is yours, and yours only, I won't contend contentiously, but pretend pretentiously, and relieve your boiled thoughts, salt, fat, fried noodle hopes. The shame she fell, a flowery thorn, a riddle folded and posted. Laundry Dome lends us corn of ever-essence clawhammer. Bless our holy holes with your macaroni pancake, crossed out chest of unwelcome Sergeant Matthew Bible person, ever glad the squeal, and ever well the singe, the violent, the violet, ruins atop old Walmarts, the ancient flavor crystal, dum-dum gray duck, California sour with literature cream on rye, a flower of bourbon rocks, flocking flawed clogs, clock, cog, cathedral, cox, mercurial. Funded in part by materialism's goat huff and the Broken Fence Defense Fund. Scores of us were broken, mad, sanded ugliness in the heat, a petunia lisp, earbuds for life ripe for, with wife, for raft. A life of pulp and tuna, burgers and tea. The magazine says there's no tomorrow today, and the rights are revoked for ladies of lingerie lounging and bounding toward NASDAQs of pureit honey, or do-like things you knew blown to holes danced in winds of vicious limbs. Polyglot, porn, porridge, pendant, in muscle moon assignment, numbskull, junk, assassin, tumble choir, glutch, musket, masterpiece, gumdrop, nunnery, hot, chomp, gulp, swelter, swindle, sex junkie, chortle, husband, headband, master, commando, bandito, murmur, calculation, haircut, calamity, calendar, a pendulum of calcium sweethearts. The shame, shine, shimmer, waywater, wavered, sound of saviors, savored the flavor food of foobar. Remaining just ahead of the strategy, I wrote a yardstick for Hollywood, a Wolverine for handcraft hockey, a Wurlitzer for hilarity. Shake up Beck. Take my dry click with you. I'm no savior, just a polecat dormer with no pullover prawn.
When I was dead this time last year, I hope I wasn't insincere. When Tulsa turns to trolley cars, when 43 takes up sitar, when you pretend that all is true, when love resides in Xanadu, when love resides in Xanadu, when love resides in Xanadu, all your dreams are like a rabbit, cat or man. When I was dead this time last year, I hope I wasn't insincere. There was a cat whose trolley car napping, and somebody picked up sitar. Dreamt he was a man, 43 takes up sits. When you pretend that all is true, when love resides in his son. Xana, he was a man and a napkin. Xana, when love resides in his son. And love resides in his son. And love resides when he forgets. It was cattle, your class of chat, man or cat, a cat or man, a man or cat or man, a man or cat or man. Was a man napping in the sun. That man napping thought he was a cat napping, or maybe just a man napping in the sun. When you woke, or just suppose a man or a cat or a man or a cat or a man, magic cat, cat or a man, cat or a cat or a man, man or a cat or a man, man or a cat or a man, man or a cat or a man, cat or a man, cat or a man.
You should write some goddamn stuff. You should write some. It's been all day. You are drowning in inspiration with no time produce and very trying to employ inspiration. Blissfully endless to sit on a high chair and swing your legs like a baby tank dangit jerry-rigged trapeze canoe. Summation whiskey pincer pencil and scream the ice sky. I am pierced, and I love to scan documents and manipulate the results into ugly sums and productions of meat and numbers and so forth. The squire added, so much! Never been privy to bungee barrel magnitude train burger treat time. It was complicated. Since I did. We had bonsai for lunch and went to hell 18 languages for foreskin, of catapulting homicide to pale-tree-tudinous plant. To pave the road with roads, the world with worlds, but what else when that's what's been done over and over? The centurion's castles full of squirrels and coffee tables of cosmic holes. The china closet is smashed. The bull is bleeding beneath the iron flagpole. All children can do is learn faster and be smarter in the mouth to get where their parents stalled and fetch the golden carrot from the platinum rod. Maybe there's a way to punch through the leather overhang with a small diamond that we all have in our back pocket. Just forget about it. A sunlit pleasure web, wind Cindy, chrome prone with halo Hector. Should it come to this rapid grass shift, blue, stasis, triculum, next nectar guitar flame, I the wheel of bear, the sextome homos, the four-pore dingy-hung frost glot, I got the law for her birthday, mine to caress, carry forward, draft of Indy, limp pills in pockets, 9 weights wellness, antecedent acquired. A thief for a while, you won't know it. Get more pop. Flowers to ceiling bulbous, imbiber, terrace tears, flow. Waterfall, gradual, ready. Time, real sleepover metric, green shower fang, the buns of anguish glide, pitchfork, doggy Harley BMX blender. Astral travel, pickled pig, speckled rope, burn fern spotted expertly rattling the racetrack, with jumpsuit horsepower legends in leather, and my powder typewriter gently weeps. My typewriter wants to kill your mama. My typewriter wants some gin, straight, no chaser. Rail track, roll, tube, realism, bone, sonar, liquid film, Aphex Twin, bone, crimson, latitude, knee-high, barb, numerical research detergent, identity declination, space, scan, cavern, flanger, nail puller, oasis, scratch down like lion, raincoat, fathom, finder, fudge, trudge, indigo, stumps, skeletal, gaslight, perfumed, cubed, nut thoughts, shelled, well. Caution, a sexist beard, awesome poet donor, to non-duck power, powerboat pucker, clergy, hamster hockey tickets, primo pudding, practicality porch. Take my dry cleavage with you, past the poison doorknob, through the puffin prairie, to the shaky beaver dry glitches in pullover prawn handgun hockey. Write falling poems in love with never poets. Think separate, codify beyond yours. Write communes, symbol, freely poems, other to poets. Sanctimonious, anyway, giraffe. Box shoe stuff. Word worries about pure no. Last one's lost, a quart of skin, cinnamon. Roll a holy donut down rabbit hole, hair, hell, cart large, orange, gourd. At the edge of calculation, return to variety, a bouquet encrusted emerald aloud. 9,600 metric tons of teal, shone, lulled, weeping, dumb river, broken, leverage pork, and laundry chew the sound you serve, you hear, to there, so fair its lengthy catamaran, a festival inert, a languid, dapper day, wholly American-shaped T-shirt tear. Wrote the wisdom poles of the cold earth, tomb, flat back, track, rock, heaven, bush, and babe. The clock won't choke a tender chicken laughter or relish the homonym hot dog xylophone. Xylophone. The whales, the panther, the sombrero-tongued lance launcher, and gin your veins to the next yellow Hoover stop? Not so much as much lime and lemon time, or 9 nebulizer crab habit nuns parking their nunchucks and numbskull accessories retractable as love hornets are darned. A shag deer double dose cone returned, followed by bleak dark rouge pasta bastard. King Cobra, you have my everything apricot. Shoot to boon it. The cheetah slurred eyeliner, charming basket, darn train whistle in the distance. Took a train to Taxitown and tanked the ankles, bangled fleshlets, some lifted literature ponies, given gutted forever the gift. Bone-choked amoeba blanket, a placard month of the employee club. Shallow gravy donkey soup nettled. The flute escape rips a cream knot from the smooch plume. Sticker factor exclusive Mr. Yuck clucking his tambourine tongue tough like Muppet malaria birds of men get felt tip pens laid down their horoscopes, blather bubble governed glutch of destitution. Hierarchical harlot slice flask for risky, fisky, frisky whisker chicken. A leggy den of competition soda, tryouts, and see-through windows. Real feel coffee. The mind is in prolapse. Whether keys are bent or paddle broken, skis of your dreams await the other side. Toon town wolves and lonesome paper lilies, a fallen empire. Since canoe is a hard hoard to shine it, it is not a place or noun. All wondering, shore shifting. What is the next rhythm is what is next. Be coxswain, Buffer, dill, a lie to the weather, ice in whiskey, cracked the goldsmith, did the wild bandic lich, honed one hammer, welted sisters of mercury. The temple edifice, nincompoop, fur, tongue, and liability cheese. It's just so donkey. The quarters of pie rolled over cerebral dust and hopeful of the gland with illegal states beyond 15th and 1,000 more in spite of cone poem bishop pole stuck from the roof with rough dogs agog, the draped footies hung dandy. Joust! Another poured partridge bandito El Rancho Huevos summation of phone tentacles, escalation, chaperone sacks, shimmer, a swim, the shine, the shone, wisp of guilt hammered home, the seventh door from the left is deft. Because you can go back and pull it apart with your reading eyeballs and fall down the stairs. A jam-covered jar in the rear of the treehouse. It's there awaiting the next child, who likes to get their sticky fingers stickier and whine, whine, whine like a lumpy siren at the side of the road, pulls to pump sounds in blank air, towels on the tea-head shaved the way of pure good that always was over there by the wavelength of watery tammy bins. And he wrote his poetry within her, the flaming sword of a gentle prince. Leeches, rip teeth, ladder pipe hard to whip word another to get all gonged as silver mallet tray and cold wet wipes.
Look in my wastebasket, and you shall see, under the cheese and tissue and odoriferous mold, a small hidden space where the dark, syrupy blood of childhood dreams dries in a tight, crinkled sheet of aluminum foil with pork chop bones.
I am for the one who is looking for what you say I am. Should it provide you with problem-y type thingies that I'm not knowing of, please, if you will, forgive it with the quick kind of speed so that friendship we have more of. The most of, if you will. Logjam epitome is the etiquette of century torches. Tank tracks, tank tubes, tank vodka, Arctic chinbird push-up bra to the library old large print tammy bins. Oh! Paper-cut vein of blood spew plume disappointment. All of the people writing had spectacles larger than the rest of men. Women were absent, wholly communicating desire for approval in absent terms renewed by invention. As the marbles fall from the ma in hot tooties aghast, I am magnificent random access mobility booty. Any question of superior buttocks can throw a crow to the nearest fashion store shoe hole and give me a jingle page, since I'll be wincing a glass of beer at the stadium on 2nd. Cute of damn. Fly a fuck with Sundial Airlines and we'll buy you fuck drinks for free while you fuck the sky. Now also serving sensual bombardment nuts. Beagles train their porcupine thoughts with candy gum vestibule. And when it's time to have what you will do with the cheerleader outfit you've got all staggered round like pin drops in the liquid Dick's Quid, vertical purple leaves in Nash, we charged through trundled ice cream pole homes and vivified the savant relationship necessary product was produced. And I wonder how we're doing with the underwear shining examples of revelry, lip gloss, saucers filled to the brim with form blood, no one has experienced. Again, vertical, contingent, upon, pressing, shift, and a button far away from the pinky finger, at last, an honest pie. What is this button? How does it work? What does it do? What should we think about it? Where should we go with it? How do we know what we know about, and how should we think about what we know about it? That was the question I asked the coffee master, and his reply left me stunned in a nickel slime with Sally shivers running up my cardigan. I do my work here. Don't deny it. All I do is get to work, drink my goddamn coffee, and work hard so that your goddamn company can make money, and so that I can buy my son his goddamn little race cars, and buy my other son his goddamn little diapers, and buy my wife her goddamn little purse with matching shoes. God damn it! Won't you take my monkey towel motel for ambulance beast robots of crack soda receding for heroin, little push to fluff her flower for 4 more years of corn cosmic coming light, speed non-chronos? It can't all be ginger ale and DVDs, sci-fi paperbacks and heavy metal, etc. The deeds of the good are dead, and are you an awareness octopus? Managerial position is frozen until further entrals. Try number 62, Kung Pao shrimp food with rice noodle. Don't parking. Prawn frond. Pond prod. Sunbeams rare are rare flesh, naked until next tending inside the constipatory hellbell. At least there is what there is, at least a short lunge for Bobo and singing siren Momo cycles up and down vestibule, credenza. Yes, that's fine. The deliberate, the blue blemish configuration, imperfections, weekend, weekday, ratio imbalance suffered by working parents on the plain pain planet. Cold spoon tongue flavors its neighbors to savors. Contact deed plus 10 pocket charged Mel carpeting practice. Globe, glow, sting, dangle, elbow, bludgeoning tooth, humor, deflection, crack, never care for hors d'oeuvres. It's not far from here that the barn reality practice tractors have whole rest share the vodka oil donuts old. The party has become, and we are liberated, funky participants in pants. Revolution rabbits ring a clear bell, tone, spark, inundation. Unnecessary chromatic cereal donuts breathe altered air of canyon redaction brownies and footprints to the library of green heaven. Battery drop the sharp shift, rolling motor of soft tear. If you look, terrible listen harder. Loose leaf membrane heart pang and voltage variety. A bag left unread at Moorhead Corner potluck for hard hat workers, burnt coffee and cheap peanuts, hold cake frosted, free jazz, hot dish tuna, crunch flakes. Ruby television for sailor routines and antenna shellfish. Cocktail patrol near the dress barn. Here far! Impatience is an umbrella. Up your nose at the top of the fez, you confess reality. Compartments of prick bombs are naturally neutered butter, a custard-filled biscuit. However, the reasoning involved in this fudge production is the time of life, the wine of wife, a gentle floof. Excelsior! Your spawn storage is immaculate. Please involve my intellect in the jam jar process. Keeping up with the book club has been hell. Should we offer a truce? What book is it? Resume Magic. Trade Secrets of Writing from a Real Writer by Larry Thistlebaum. Fig mold. Omar cherished childhood mental illness is shameful. She wondered as she planted 29 trees in a pattern resembling the buttons of an analog telephone. But there was no telling, and there was no time. The groceries needed getting, and the Poles weren't going to paint themselves. Emerald, absinthe, this time emerald. But it's what she had always desired, and all the music producers and novel poopers were using the term to bolster their insurance and get out of the rickshaw as clean as canteens. Appendix flag formulation form, FFF, or Tri-F, as is utensil of shy-dried chandeliers stuck to distant shells, a shapely maneuver of shiver, a wine-light glass goblet. Should a stray of velvet bowl trample your headstrong horn, may it reveal the mustard you missed, kindergarten teacher you kissed, the double donkey you blissed, dingle ball sombreros of mysterious sadness. Proprietary pronounced, I don't know. Don't parking. Or maybe apropos parking. As we prepare the new sacred scarce tax, text for the tax-sized bombardiers zoom overhead, destinate their detonations. Space corn between kernels kern, kilned, inclined in time, walk to coffee, burn, head run, freshen the broad blade of air, rushing a weathercock, decline apparel chaperones, incomplete, drought of solar cake, whole punctured center galaxy, whole universe, guitar time, plum drums, concur to our science, pie, the slices so slender of the shine-shorn lamb. Got any Pontiacs? He asked, and then cringed, knowing questions of this nature did not contribute overall ass intellect. It wasn't cool to admit fondness for such models. It wasn't cool to allow other people in any situation to know the weakness of your perception, even though it may be your strength. There's no way to prove anything. Science always disproves itself, and taken as a whole from above, seeing the whole path of the thing, there is no end to the negotiation. No one will find using those methods. The sea is a good place. Jump in, flog around. Go under the witness, shoot into the sky. Move through a pink cloud of symphonic crescendo. She saw the donuts of that cowboy, his tuba-like doves, that cowl, the tug of the nymph. Oatmeal bumblebees slather, brick, noggin schoolboys, sweaty cousins hoard the periscope at the commie oasis. She saw the doves of their deeper bullshits brainstorm breeding a courtesan for high backfire. Electric paperweights, a software tragedy, Sultanov. I'm a paperboy, and I read paperbacks to assassins. The format of this pantheon shall subscribe softball sugar and or neckerchief tincture. Our assets have a tripwire, lumberjack. I don't want to be a lozenge, but Navy Panthers have my pants and the timekeeper. I am holds the sodium. For the sake of science and the prolonged allegory of this current administration, for the roar of freezers in the grocer's heaven, for blown-down men on sidewalks astray, from reason they got there and unwarranted in the view that was privy to their conspicuousness, for the multi-head of the nectar of a pint, for the blonde curls of the bosom carriers, for the shaft of light that holds the millions, the dust motes we all are, gaping at the play like critics on fire, fanning the flames of incessant motility, sinking into the dire muck that itself is so illuminated not one glimpse could miss it from any far. Backbent hembear, warble hetching bluefin, fire bobber, fishwife, disincentive, light year, nutriment, bomber, span, sickle, corners, canary, gymnosperic, sunnyside, fixilamy escort, rumblestein beast sour, the saddest clunk is damn deacon lozenge, all sprocket and bookbinding alternative, leave me behind. I don't know how to get the backdrop. It's a spoil of my fellow heart, tug and thug, and getting in the wealth of how I am loving things. I am your honk dad, honorific heliosphere, your honeycomb periscope, hizzy-tizzy. Here all the time anyone can come a pair of choppers, belligerent, homeopath, glass clink, and glitch font. Shrine beards placed after each trunk or train in upload volume and whirling chug, opiate veins racing toward light, bulb, rainbow, gum cud, blame torch, stuck deeper upon lateral button blues and wait for blondes to descend in abstract furniture brunette designs, designed and primed wearable for future death clerk piles of dried coffee brain, funny butts, needs the next story humper. The moment here now, this place right here, water bottle, Frisian, shaky eyeballs, almost terrifying. It can rake your flesh, doubt, pangs, effigy, poem. Not no. Is science parking. Until lists line up in a unicore flame page. All the space. Might as well. If you don't. You have been listening to This Isn't Just a Cult, a work of real fiction. This episode was written by Erik Blagsvedt and is part 1 of our audio version of his book, The Long Lightning, which you can buy at Amazon and probably other places. Check out our website for a link. Voice performance and production for this episode was by myself, Björn Oranj. Featured music in this episode included, in order of appearance, Crush by The Creeping Man, Landslides of Dandelions by the Halcyon Brothers, Cat or Man by Björn Oranj, Pork Chop Bones by Squid 1969, and Santos Ain't Got Nothing on Me by Squinting Matador. You can learn more about these artists and this art collective at thisisn'tjustacult.com or listen more at SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, and just about any other place where you get your listening pleasures. This Isn't Just a Cult is a production of Higgins Turner Higgins, LLC. Remember to subscribe to this podcast on whatever format you happen to be using. We will be continuing with part 2 soon. Thank you for listening.